Hey guys, so this is going to be a quick video. I will link all the products I use below. Uh, so this look is going to be like a gradient orange eye, kind of. It looks kind of peachy. I really like this look, and the base is what I typically use. So this is kind of going to be a quick video of how I do my base. I will do a longer one that's in more detail, but for now, just doing this quick one. And I do color correct my face a little bit. I don't always do it all the time, but when I want to look like really put together and nice, I'll do a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like green corrector everywhere to hide all the redness that's in my face typically. Yeah. And really, this is what takes me the longest. It's typically a little bit faster because I'll have a sponge, but unfortunately, right now I don't have any. All of mine are dirty, so I just went in to use my fingers instead. So, that not as sanitary, but it still works out for me because I made sure my hands were clean each time I would dip into a product. And I did decide to use a powder puff for a little bit because it does smooth out my foundation, kind of like as if you used a cushion foundation. And I really like that look, so that's why I did it that way. Now, I did use concealer, but I never got to show you guys which one I used because I got really lazy to like actually hold up the product to the camera. So that's why this one, like, it's kind of random. But like I said, the link to everything will be in the description. So just check that out if you want to see like what product I use. And once again, I'm blending with my fingers and then the puff, simply because I like the way that looks. Not really compared to a sponge, but I do like it. And then powdering everything on top and baking that for a little bit. And that's the face of me realizing that I forgot to turn the camera back on before I started doing my eyeshadow. All I'm doing is using a warm brown throughout my crease, and I'm building up slowly and changing it to darker and darker shades, but still in the warm brown kind of family. When I got to the darkest brown, I just put it right on the corner and then also put like a barely little touch of black in that corner as well. Also, between each shadow, I made sure I blended it out so that I wouldn't have any harsh lines and it'd be a steady gradient. I was super excited about this because I got to use my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. The first color I used just on the center of my lid is Warning. And then I tried to use Jones on the inner corner, but it just wasn't showing up right. So I ended up using Goldmine instead, and it turned out to blend perfectly with Warning. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, if you do see me like kind of sniffle or anything, that's because I'm sick. Like, the new year just is with my butt, and then the weather, how it's been hot and cold, has kept me sick, like, after I thought I got better. So, yeah, that's how I'm gonna be for at least a little while longer until this weather decides what it wants to do. And most of the brands, like the eyeliners I use, I ended up getting those from Ipsy. So I've never tried them before Ipsy. And I don't know, most of them I really, really like. There's a select few items that I don't, but I'm almost out of that eyeliner that I used in this one. So, you know, that shows what I definitely do like is the liquid liners that they end up sending you. And sometimes they'll send you like the full size of them, and that's my favorite part. And they do send more than just eyeliners. It's just, that's my favorite when I get them. Just because I like to experiment with different eyeliners to see which one helps me get the best wing, because I'm not very good at that. Oh, and the reason you guys end up seeing me go back and forth with the bronzer and contour shade is because when I first go into it, I always go light-handed, no matter what I'm doing. Even with the blush, that's what I did first. So yeah, that's why, you know, you see me go back and forth the whole time, but that's the way I like to do it, and it's just easier for me. It also helps me blend it out easier when I decide to do it that way, so. And the stuff I ended up using on my lips, it's a cheek tint and lip balm. So I do use it for both. I used it on my cheek as like a base for my actual blush, just because it does come up kind of light on my skin. And afterwards, I do put a little bit of powder blush on my cheeks as well. And then just to make sure I blend out, you know, I put the highlighter powder, and then I go straight to my brows. And I don't do those too much, but I do it just enough to fill them in. And I don't know, but for some reason I always use two mascaras, and they're both my go-tos right now. It's just the best combo since I don't like to wear falsies, mostly because I'm too impatient for the glue. So hopefully soon, like, I'm gonna start experimenting with those and try to do it. And then just finish it off with setting spray. Alright, and that's it for the look. It's very orangey, peachy color. I loved it, and if you guys really liked it, please like and subscribe for more. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.